Well, howdy ho, Stampers. Welcome back to my studio. This is Deb Valder, and I'm so excited about the card that I'm going to show you today. It's a card that I made for my son and daughter-in-law because they are going to be having twins. And I sent them this card a little bit ago. It is absolutely adorable. It's a storybook card. I've done one of these a long time ago. I did a 6x6, but this is going to be an A2 card. So this is a normal size card that you can put together in no time flat. I have a PDF on both sizes, and you can get them on my my website or my blog. All right, so the information will be up there in the corner. You can get them from there, free PDF. And if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, so let me just show you the way I usually do this. I usually take and just cut up all the pieces first. And you can see that on the PDF right here. So what I do is I cut all of my white pieces and then your colored pieces and then your designer series paper pieces. You can do any colors that you want. I'm going to just show you the same colors that I have here with the same paper pack. And then you can decorate it any way that you want. I want to show you the mechanics of this. It's so super easy. So I took and I cut all of my white pieces first. And again, you can make these any colors that you want. So I have my card base. I have the outside of my card. I have the inside 2 layers right here. And then I have the long narrow pieces and the short narrow pieces for the inside of the card. So again, these are all my white pieces. I just cut them, and if I'm making more than one card, I just cut them all together and put them all in the card and then put them all together at the same time. I also cut my designer paper. They're all ready to go. And I also cut all of my colored cardstock. Mine happens to be mint julep. And the piece that I want to show you first is how to cut the mechanics of the storybook card. That's this piece right here. It looks difficult, but it is so easy. I want you to do it right along with me. So if you have your PDF in front of you, you will see that I not only have the measurements for it, but I also have instructions and to show you how to do it, a pictorial instruction sheet here too, all right? So you can just follow along with me. You're going to need your cutting and scoring blades. And I'm just going to be using this cutter right here. The first thing that we're going to do is actually cut. So I'm going to take it, and on the short end, let me just show you right up here. On the short end, that's going to be at the top of my cutter. I'm going to line that up at the 1-inch mark right over here. I'm going to start this at the 1-inch mark. So that's pretty easy to remember. You're going to go over to the 1 inch. You're going to start it at the 1 inch, and you're going to cut down to the 7.5 inch right down here. All right, because that leaves me another inch down here for the 8.5, because it's an 8.5 inch piece of paper. You're going to just have an inch at the top and an inch at the bottom. So I'm going to start it at the 1 because it's an inch down. I'm going to stop it at the 7.5 because this is an 8.5 inch piece of paper, and that's going to give me an inch at the bottom. So I'm going to go from 1 to 7.5, and those are the 2 cuts that I'm going to make. I'm going to take off my cutting blade so that I don't make any mistakes and accidentally cut instead of scoring. Now the next part for scoring is I'm going to do one whole side, and then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do the other side. So let's score at the middle, which is a 4.5, and that's going to go from the top of the cardstock all the way down to the bottom. So we're going to go from the top to the bottom, and what that is half of the card right here. So now we're going to work on this half right here. I'm going to take and I'm going to score this at the 1-inch mark right here. And what that does is it closes this gap to this gap. So I'm going to score 1 inch down, okay? And I'm only going to score between these 2 cut lines, all right? So I'm going down to the 1-inch mark, and I'm going down to this cut mark right here. All right, so that's our first score. Now I'm going to turn it because I still want to work on this side. I'm going to do all the ones on this side right up to this line right here, and then I'm going to flip it and do it the other way. All right, so then the next score is going to be at 2, so I'm going to go over to the 2-inch mark, and again, I'm only going to score between these 2 cuts right here. All right, so I'm going to go from there to there. And now the next one, it's not tricky, it's just different. Okay, we're going to go over to the 2.5 inch mark. And if you look at your diagram right here, the one right down here. So we did the 1 inch between the 2 cut marks. We did the 2 between the 2 cut marks. Now we're going to do the 2.5 at the top and the bottom and not go in the middle. All right, so what I mean by that, we're at the 2.5 inch mark. Whoops. sorry, right there. We're at the 2.5 inch mark. We're going to go and we're going to score from the top of the cardstock right down to the cut. We don't want to go through the middle. We're going to lift this up and go down to the bottom and score from that cut mark all the way down to the bottom there. Now we have every score that we need here. We've got the score to close this this cut mark right here. We've got the score mark right here, and then we got the one at the top and the bottom. Now we're going to take and score the 1 inch over here. That means we're going to close up this cut mark here and here. All right, then we're going to turn it. We're going to go to the 2 inch mark. All of these measurements are on that PDF. All right, we're going to go to that one and that one. And now remember, this one is the 2.5 inch, and we're going to score only at the top to that cut mark. We're going to lift it and we're going to score it at the bottom. And that's all there is to it. And if you follow the instruction sheets and this video, you're going to see how easy it is. All right, so now what we need to do is to just score it. So get out your crease tool. We're going to take and we're going to fold it in half first. That's the easiest way to do it. And then we're just going to start and we're going to start by folding in these pieces right here. All right, so we're going to do valley folds and we're going to do mountain folds. A valley fold goes in, so this first one is going to go in and this one is going to go up. All right, so you see how that is right there? We're going to take our crease tool and we're going to crease it. And then we're going to go over to this side and do the same thing. The one on the outside is a valley fold and this one is a mountain fold. And then we're going to fold it over and just crease it. All right, so there's our first fold right there. All right, so that's this little book part right here. Now we have to get these pieces. All right, so what we're going to do is we have these two score marks right here. So this one right here is going to get scored up. The middle ones are going to get scored up. You're going to do the top and the bottom together. So these are going to get scored up. All right, and then these are going to get scored down. All right, so if you start, this is the opposite of this one right here. All right, now we're going to just crease that one in. Crease that one in, and this is where having this crease tool helps a lot, because I like to crease with the bottom, which is flat, and we're just going to crease that one, and then we're going to crease this one and this one. It's good to have your creases really nice, so when you go to put them into your card base, it's going to be perfect. All right, so that is everything. Now all we're going to do is put this together. It is such an easy card, trust me. All right, so let's start with our card base. We're going to grab our card base right here, and we are going to glue this right into our card base. We're going to leave just a little bit of edge on the on all sides, okay? See how there's a little bit of a border there, there, and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to add adhesive here. Okay, so we're going to just go here. Do not put any adhesive here because that has to pop up. All right, we're going to go along the side here. And I'm doing 2 lines because I want to get one close to the edge and one close to this part right here. And then we're only going to go to this edge right here. And we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. We're going to go here. And then we're going to go down close to that score mark right there. And then we're going to do this one right here. And we're going to start adhering it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to just line it up right here so that there's a border on all sides. It's a nice even border. All right. Now what I'm going to do is, remember, I've got the adhesive on this one right here. Okay, I've got the adhesive. Now what I'm going to do is to just close my card. Let's fold this in here. There we go. I'm going to take and fold my card so that it closes perfectly. All right, so then when it opens up, there we have our card. Isn't that gorgeous? So now what we're going to do, so it closes up nice and easy, okay? Always make sure that these pop out, okay? These always have to be popped out, and if you want to just run your crease tool over them again, you can. It just makes it so much nicer because they just pop nice and closed. All right, so now what we're going to do is to take, and I'm such a lover of clothespins. I'm going to keep that closed. I'm going to take both of my pieces right here. Now this is going to be my layering piece right here. I don't like to waste paper, so I'm just going to take and quickly cut the inside of this out. I'm just going to go down a 1/2 inch. Whoops, that's my scoring blade. Here we go. We're going to go down about a 1/2 inch and stay about a 1/2 inch. This doesn't have to be perfect because nobody's ever going to see the inside of it. All right, here's this. About a 1/2 inch, and all 4 sides you're going to do. So easy, 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 but saves paper and it saves the bulk. All right, and then just connect the dots and we are good to go. All right, so we're just going to pop out that little piece right there. Here is our frame, and this is going to go right over the top of it just like that. All right, and then this is going to go right on here. Now, I'm not going to attach this to this one right yet, or I'm not going to attach this to my card because I do have to stamp on this, but I will attach this part right here. So I'm just going to, on the right side, I'm going to do it on this part right here. All right. And then I'm just going to hold this off to the side until I stamp it. But I just wanted you to see how I did this. All right, so this is going to go just like this. And if you look at the sample in just a minute, I'll show you the outside of it. Okay, so that's going to go there, and then this is going to go there after I stamp it so that it looks just like this. So you've got your base, you've got your green layer, you've got your white layer that's going to be stamped. This right here, you can put any saying that you want on it. This little stamp set is absolutely adorable. It's Bunnies and Robin. It's in the Teaspoon of Fun shop. Make sure you check it out. It is so gorgeous. On the inside of it, we've got ones from the spring plaid paper. We've also got this right here came from the Sidekick frame called Tree Blooming Branches. And it's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. But like I said, you can do whatever you want with this. It's just absolutely adorable. So now let's put our pieces together on the inside. And since we aren't going to, the only ones I won't put on are the green pieces. Or no, I'll put it all together because I'm going to do something a little bit different with this card. That's why I'm not actually finishing it. But this is so easy. So just kind of follow along and we'll go from there. There we go. So here is the outside. Okay. And then here is the inside. Isn't that so pretty? I just love this paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, I will have this one up later. It's going to have a different design in there, but I just wanted to show you how adorable this little card is. Like I said, it was for my son. I gave them one and I also made one for myself, but it was for the announcement of their twins that are coming in the fall of September 21. A little birdie told me it's twins. Isn't that so cute? And then it can just stand up like this. It's just so adorable. Well, I hope you liked my post for today. Remember to hop on over to my blog. If you like what you saw today, make sure that you subscribe and click on the little bell so that you get the most current videos. And also give us a thumbs up and share this with your friends. All right. All of the information is in the little eye in the upper right-hand corner. You'll see a little tiny eye. Click on that, and that'll get you right to our store. You take care. Have a great day, and thank you so much for stopping by.